to still be grounded as
constructive feedback.
Right, and I want us to be grounded and know that what we're doing. Yeah, exactly,
right.
right. So I just want us to say who we are.
We going.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So let's give them the disclaimer.
Okay.
So this is... We could do it. You want me to do it the right way? You want me to pause
it's cool.
Okay.
So I'm Tenile.
I'm Angelisa.
And I'm Andy.
Okay, and so you can find me at Tenile J on Instagram. Also follow the page info.speakingtothemic on Instagram as well.
At Love Andy's World, everything. So Instagram, my blog, Love Andy's World.
Oh, I have a Twitter too. So Tenile J, the same thing as well.
Catch mine in the comments.
Right. There you go. So just let y'all know, we're just having conversation. We're just talking.
Yeah.
So join in with us. If you are interested in what we're saying or you want to add to it, hit us up. And that's that. If you don't like the flow of the conversation, I don't know what to tell you. I holla.
So, right.
But anyways, for those who are interested,
hi.
How are you? So how are you ladies?
Good. I'm like,
you know, I'm well. Very well.
Yeah.
I'm well.
You're well. All right. So the week is almost over. Today is Thursday. We're actually taping this on a Thursday. So the week is almost done. The weekend's almost here. We are ready. We're excited. We got anything going on?
You know, I got a few events. We'll see what happens there.
Right.
But other than that, self-care. I need to take a nap. I need
naps are great.
Some candles, some books, all of those stuff that you put on Instagram. I need to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? What are y'all doing?
Definitely self-care.
Yes.
I had me a self-care weekend last week.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah,
big bubble
birthday.
bath. Turned 29. So,
last of the 20s.
Right.
How does it feel?
I still feel the same. But I'm like, my tolerance level.
Yeah.
Not having it.
Nope.
Do you feel
I'm
like
my cousin texted me. She was like, "Okay, price is going up this year on everything." I was like, "Hey,
I like
and
that.
she's wet."
Okay.
Make sure you get your gear this year. Women empowerment, but that's really what we're pushing. That's why we're here today, doing surviving adulthood, because there's things that we need to talk about, and why not include all of you? So.
Exactly.
Indeed. And
so what do we have on the agenda for today?
So let's roll out Dr. Jess.
Okay.
So I don't know if you all are familiar with Dr. Jess, but Dr. Jess is a young African-American psychiatrist, and she's obviously really big on mental health, but she's like super heavy on Instagram and reaching out and talking to everybody, and just really trying to help everybody, but especially our people. So mental health is super huge issue. I'm sure everybody is dealing with it one way or another. So,
and I feel like it's not always talked about. So,
That's
I also
real.
wrote a blog recently, and
all right.
A shameless
plug. Let me know something. That's something.
A shameless plug.
Check that out, because
don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Here we go. Hold on. We go.
So I recently just wrote a blog about depression, and I've also added people to the blog where they can contribute. So if you guys are interested in writing and sharing your story, let me know below in the comments.
Boom, boom, boom.
And everything is to get a dialogue going. Everything is to help each other out, for us to be able to go back and forth and figure out ways to help each other, because mental health is real. We hold so many things in, and we don't talk about them, and we need to start, because there's nothing wrong with talking about it. Like,
or we don't get them, or we don't deal with it properly.
That's
right.
True.
Yeah.
I feel like the topic of mine was suffering in silence, and
That's
the things that we hold in because we're afraid of like being judged, or just
the repercussions of what happens afterwards, the aftermath of what you release, so deeply about yourself. Yeah.
Y'all just made me think.
I was excited read some of the things that Dr. Jess does.
Oh, yes.
She gonna keep us on track because I was gonna take us. I was gonna divert us.
Yes, so
because you know, like,
we'll make sure we'll put her information below.
Yes, at least her
comments,
Instagram, so you
guys
can reach out to
check
her.
it out and like just see, because we have to have resources. So that's why we're here.
And it's good for those women of color,
right?
Sister, to look at somebody and be like, oh, she looks like me. She represents me.
That's true.
So that's important as well.
Right. Because you never know, like, what somebody's battling with. And that's just real.
So, y'all just made me think. I was going to hold on to it. I was going to let it go. But when I almost fell, I was like, let me bring it back.
Right.
So, like, in our families, in our community,
right,
don't you feel like mental health is something that we just kind of like brush under?
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Yeah, of
and
course.
it's just like you got
if
that
we
crazy
do talk
uncle.
about it,
Right, I would say,
what?
that crazy. They just crazy.
It's stay in the house.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
You can't talk about it outside the household. And why? Like, how come
because people don't want other people.
like,
what we just said, because you don't want people in your business,
right?
Because people judge, and because we put so much weight
but
on what other people have to say, which doesn't matter.
I'm at a point where I'm just like,
but you have to get. But that's the thing. You have to reach that point.
Right.
You have to reach that point within
Right.
yourself, right? To be confident and know yourself. That's like what we were talking about before.
And
when
you
you know
don't have to
more of
tell
yourself,
everybody.
because
Right.
you're forever evolving, right?
Right.
As we all should be doing. But when you know yourself, or more of yourself, then you're more confident. You're more cemented in knowing, like, okay, I don't like what I just heard. You know what you said about me,
right?
Or what you think, but that's you.
But like you said, it's also reaching a level, because I think I'm just now, because I'm in my about to be 30s.
I'm there too.
Where, you know, where it's just certain stuff, I'm open to hearing things about myself. And
also, too, it's good to hear things about yourself.
We do.
Too, because sometimes you don't realize it.
right.
You know, there's certain things.
Or
that
sometimes
people
you
say to
do,
me,
and you just be like,
or you brush it off.
Yeah, but
That's
can
not
you
me.
handle that constructive criticism? Because it's like, if we like stick with mental health, like, I know a lot of people that are like our age that have, you know, children that may or may not be like autistic or like somewhere on the spectrum, and they don't really talk about it. Like, I do have some that are just like bold and like, whatever, if y'all got some help, like, let me know. But then I have some that are like, he's fine.
right.
We just gonna work it out. And it's just like, sis,
Well,
like,
also,
I can help you.
work it out. Like, what does that look like? What does working out look like?
Right.
Yeah.
It's just we don't utilize our resources, and this is just like a good opportunity to do that. But
Come on. You know, like in urban and Black communities, we don't open up, you know, the dialogue to have these conversations and for people to feel comfortable.
Right.
Because we're too busy trying to stunt. Like,
well, because our priorities are not in the right place.
help us.
But we're gonna get there.
Some of us.
Some of them.
Some of us.
I
Some
feel
of
like
us.
now.
Not even some of them. Some of us.
Right. I feel like now it's definitely it's out there, so people are trying to get on the right track.
Right.
A lot of people that I follow, like, I had to unfollow people
Come on.
social media because
And
I'm like, why
cheers
am
to
I
that.
even following you?
And in life.
Hey.
I don't know.
You know, I had to sip too. But if you're not doing anything or adding to
Right.
bringing resources to the table and helping
Or
me
being
figure
a-
out
yeah.
a solution to this problem,
Or
that
just
I
even being
have,
positive.
Then what are we doing?
You gotta go.
We don't need to be friends. We don't need to be. And some people
Or
like
friends,
say friends 'cause of history.
associates, or
None of
acquaintances,
that.
or anything like that.
Time out for patty caking people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, we're not about to keep doing
Yeah,
that.
I like that.
Goodbye.
Nope.
Good day. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Yeah. So, well, we will have to dive in even deeper another time in regards to mental health, but
That's
it is
we'll
just
have a
know
whole
story.
I was really excited.
But just know, obviously,
Right.
it is important for those who don't think it's a real thing. It is very real.
Right.
And those who are dealing with it, who know that they have some sort of issue, even if it's just with anxiety, I would suggest that you seek some sort of help. Also, too, just want to note that, you know, therapy is not for everybody. And even if you do go to therapy, you still need to find the right therapist.
Yeah.
So
some form of therapy you should be doing. If you write in a journal.
Yeah, but I'm talking about seeing a doctor.
Okay.
I'm saying like
yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Educated, certified
you need some
therapist.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to include a lot of things in our bio below.
Yeah,
so make sure you guys read the notes included so that you guys can get the resources, then we can figure out how we can help each other moving forward.
Yeah. Also, too, if you have questions, again, reach out.
Sorry, I was gonna stop it, but then
no, that's okay. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so then let's transition. So, mental health. So something that can give you mental health, give you PTSD, dealing with the police. So, even though this is filmed on a Thursday, this will probably be out, I don't know, in the next few days or so.
Yeah.
But as of Thursday, what is today?
Today,
January 31st, right?
We're next due tomorrow.
I reposted from Oakland on the info.speaking to the mic page on Instagram, where there's a video of a Vallejo police officer attacking and arresting an individual who was just simply videotaping the officer approaching another individual who's on a motorcycle. And then he walks up to him and he says, "Oh, are you, what did he say? Like, are you interfering with my arrest?" Which he wasn't. And he's like, "No, I'm not." And he said, "Oh, yes, you are." And then he put him down on the ground. He arrested him for no reason. So, something that I want to say, that we constantly talk about these type of things, but we need to have action. And one of the things that I do suggest that someone gave me some feedback on, because I asked, like, what can we do to help get this person removed, is to write a letter to the mayor. So they said don't start at the bottom or the middle, go straight to the top. So the mayor is over the police department, so stick it to them there, email them, write them, the mayor of Vallejo. So did you guys see that video?
Yes.
So what were y'all thoughts? Besides being utterly disgusted and just tired of this bullshit.
Because I'm
keep coming up. Yeah.
I'm almost desensitized to it, because it's like, okay, this made some type of news, but I mean, what about all my partners that get harassed on a regular basis? They get jacked all the time. Jacked is when something happens and they send 15,000 police officers and they embarrass you and put you on the ground and blah 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 blah. That happens all the time, especially out here. We're in the Bay Area, if you did not know. So, like, for me, when I watched this video, I was just like, okay, here we go again. What we gonna do this time? You know, they put a noose on that one actor's head. What's his name?
Jesse Smollett.
Yes. People are walking
his last
around
name correctly.
They walking around wearing MAGA hats. Like, it's clear. It's clear that for some reason they feel comfortable being prejudiced and being racist nowadays. So it's like, I'm more so trying to prepare the next generation so that we can have an uprising. I'm tired. Like, I'm sleep. Like, I'm tired of seeing these videos where they doing us wrong. But that's just me.
I know. I just feel like
I'm tired.
We're not saying all police officers are bad, because
No.
I have family that are, in law enforcement, but it's just
Definitely
the same thing that we keep seeing. So I'm happy that someone, suggested that on how we can, report certain things and how we can just
to combat it, because just like reposting this, it does help get the word out there, but we need to have more action. So like, what can we really do? Just like we see these other crimes that, like Sean King posts, but there's action behind it. So we need, like, the community to get together and be smart about it. And
to be honest,
instead of just, and you have emotion, but place it in the right place.
To be honest, the best thing that we can do as a community is start raising our children up to be these police officers, to be these politicians, and not to be ball players. Like, raise people that's going to actually change the community.
Right.
Like, the right way.
Yeah.
That's the best.
And that's even, you know, something that I've had to have conversations with my 12-year-old son about. You know, you don't have the luxury of messing up.
Right.
You know, like,
they gonna get you.
Falling into peer pressure and, you know, just doing silly things where you just doing something and you're not thinking about it because
you don't have the luxury
you don't
of
know
like
who's
growing up
watching you.
Come on.
You don't know, you know, who's gonna
making
see
mistakes
it, and that he doesn't look 12 like amongst a group of other young African American men.
Right.
Like, they're not gonna be like, oh, that's the kid.
Right.
Like, they're not. So that's,
which is unfortunate. And so again, as we gear up for the presidential election for 2020, please be mindful of all these candidates and what they offer. What did they do in the past? What were their policies in the past? Who are they connected to then and now? Go ahead.
Sorry.
do your research.
Do
and
that.
this young lady right here, and this young lady right here,
nothing. Listen to me. But
they are going to make sure that we share.
For
they
sure,
share
though.
information for when voting, you know, comes around.
I agree, but I'm
Kamala Harris.
Sorry, y'all.
Go ahead, tell it.
I'm sorry. I know Auntie Kamala. Kamala.
Lay it on me. I'm ready because I know. I think I'm with you. You think I'm
okay,
not?
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. She's getting dragged by our community right now. But what they are failing to, and that's based on her beliefs and the things that she stated. Here's the thing.
Also, too, is what she did in the past.
True, but here's the thing. If she walked in the office, guns blazing, Black Power, she's getting voted down, period.
Of course.
And she's going to need a counterpart to ride her on the actual ballot to be with her. Right. But if she's saying the things she's saying now, unfortunately, this is what you have to do. You got to play the game.
Well, you do. You do. I'm not saying you don't play the game.
I don't agree with everything she's saying, but I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that you don't have to play the game. I'm just saying that what's the bigger picture? What did you do before? And, like, based on your previous actions, you know, how can we trust you? Regardless, whoever you are.
You can't trust nobody, you're a politician.
And to do some of the things that you said that you're going to do. Who is going to deliver on something?
But, like, who's delivered? Because even Bill Clinton, he has a lot of our people in jail. Obama, like, you know what I mean?
But some of you can't. The thing about it is that just note this, that you know they're not going to be able to do everything that they promise.
Nobody.
No,
is Jesus,
right.
so.
Okay, so that's that. But you can't just say, you know, I'm gonna give you guys ice cream and cookies, and then you come around and you're shoveling me shit. Like, that's not gonna.
Trump did it. He can. Everybody can. Listen.
But that's the problem. That's the problem. So hopefully, 2020 will be much different.
I don't do politics though,
and so we'll go from there. But being that way.
So here's the thing with that. That goes back to what you were saying about like how like you raise your kids and stuff. We are a superior species, and we don't want to acknowledge that. We think we're like everybody else. We're not. Like, it is it's lit to be Black, period.
It is.
So it's certain things that we can and cannot do, and we don't care about that. We just do them anyway, like thinking that we like everybody else, but we're not like everybody else. Right. So little Mikey can go down the street and do reckless shit. Little Ray can't do that. Right. He has to be over and beyond opposite, so he just can't do that. Is that right? No. But was it right for us to be dragged here on a bus where we was peeing and having our periods on each other? No, it's not. Boat? I mean, bus, boat, however you got here. Did you fly? Listen, I don't have time for the specifics.
Listen,
oh my God.
But you are bus.
I'm like, are you going on a Million Man March? Like,
okay, Rosa was on the bus. Listen, I don't have time for the specifics, but the thing is, we can't be like, we have to be above and beyond. So unfortunately, no, I don't agree with how they treating us.
Right.
But we have to make different decisions.
But that's what I'm saying. If you have made, but that's my point. So let's say I'm making a left turn and I forget to signal, right?
Some of it is targeted.
Right? Okay, I did not signal, you pull me over, bam.
Don't be over
like
there.
Sandra Bland.
Very racist. I know. Don't
Boom,
be over there.
nothing, which is a documentary that you need to see.
I've
only saw a little bit of it.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. This is
it's something that everybody should see. Okay. And they'll say like, okay, well, she was kind of arguing with the officer, but she knew her rights. And the fucker was just fucking with her. True. And then he arrested her.
But he can do that.
But that's the problem. Just because you can, and just because we are lit as we are, they are lighting us up and killing us.
Because we're not raising cops. We're not raising politicians. We're raising ball players. We're raising people that are rappers. We're raising.
Well, I do agree that we can raise up, doctors, politicians, lawyers, police officers. All of those people, mayors, everything, right? But in the meantime, I'm gonna need y'all to slow down. I'm gonna need y'all to acknowledge what's really happening. So it can't just change like once a group of people of color raise their children to be in a specific career path.
But we're not we say that we're a minority,
now.
but we're really a majority. But we don't believe we're the majority. So,
yeah, well, definitely we are the majority.
We are
we are the majority
anymore.
So the thing about it is that I just need people to simply just, even if you don't fully understand, just say I acknowledge that this was wrong. I acknowledge that the person had their hands up. I acknowledge that this is wrong. Right. I see this. And again, they don't just do this to black people. They do this to, everybody, but it is more so targeted towards black people.
No,
and
yeah,
for sure. And that's the thing. So it's like, oh, well, why is Black Lives Matters? Because they do. They do.
We've been crying the same cry for 60 years.
My life matters. So if anybody that's not black and that is a good friend of mine that knows me, and if I was mistreated or killed or something like that because they know me, because they know my character, they worked with me or hung out with me or whatever, then they would say, oh, that was crazy. Like I couldn't even imagine her doing anything like that. But that's what I'm saying. It should not take for you to know a black individual. Right. To a certain degree, for you to understand that it's wrong, because like I saw an officer who killed this white boy in Fresno, and it was wrong. I don't know them at all, but it was wrong. I saw it, and it was wrong. And I think like he may have had a knife. What's a knife compared to a gun? And it's two officers there, so it just doesn't make any sense. And I'm just saying, like, you just need to acknowledge it so that we be able to move forward. But as soon as people, as long as people, want to, make this fight of not understanding, I can't.
We're gonna get that. I mean, it's better than it was 60 years ago. We're not getting hung no more, but. I mean, this is a fight.
No, kind of.
I mean, kind of.
No, because there's been reports that people are still being hung in certain states.
It's not 40 of us. It's only 3 now. So
yeah, but that's not good.
It's terrible.
It's not good. So
we've been fighting this fight.
I just cannot. I just cannot.
It is what it is.
But yeah. So Super Bowl.
Adulthood.
But Super Bowl, I want to transition because. It's terrible, whatever.
Right.
But we're going to work together, not only to give our opinions, but throw some ideas out there like we did earlier, and just hopefully find some solutions and pay attention to who we're voting for. So, but moving on, because like I did say, this is Thursday, and it's going to come out like, I guess probably Monday. Super Bowl is this weekend. So, what y'all doing for Super Bowl?
Sports. I don't even.
But
I love sports.
I want to say be careful because listening to the news and the radio, they were saying that a lot of sex trafficking and pimping and whatever other things like that are going on. So if you are going to Super Bowl, just be aware of your surroundings. Make sure that you're safe.
Pay attention
all the time.
But so what you guys have plans? We might be at your house eating some chicken.
Yeah, y'all could come over for some nice hors d'oeuvres and snacks.
I don't know hors d'oeuvres.
Not a meal.
I don't have cable though, so let me know if you're streaming or something.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, so Super Bowl is big. What are y'all doing? Let us know what y'all did. Like I said, this will post and air after the fact. But yeah, that's why I brought up the Maroon 5 thing and the Roger Waters. Because I think that's really big. And so I always love the Super Bowl halftime show.
I stopped watching after Janet.
Oh, I watched Beyonce. You didn't see that?
I seen bits and pieces.
I watched it.
I love Beyonce.
She was the best part.
I mean, she was.
I mean, it was good to have. I like actually all the artists. Oh my God, what's their names? It was Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and oh my God, I can't even think of it.
After Janet and Justin, I was bored. So
really,
Like that.
Justin Timberlake did a terrible job last year. I didn't like it how he did like the tribute to.
Okay.
First of all, I like Justin Timberlake, and I just wish that he would be with another. But whatever, he likes who he likes.
On that note.
So, but I like Jessica Biel. I used to like her. Seven Heaven.
I gotta go.
That's my show. I love it.
But anyways, I just really wasn't feeling his Prince tribute. It's whatever. He's very talented though.
Y'all, my favorite Prince song, If I Was Your Girlfriend.
Oh, I love that. And TLC remade it.
TLC.
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
B&J remade it. And they sampled it.
Listen to me. TLC did that.
We're gonna sing that in the car though.
TLC did that song Crazy Sexy Cool.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. It was good actually.
Yeah, it was.
You're right. Okay.
Anywho,
Y'all, I gotta go to bed. Let me tell you
Yes.
something. Y'all lit though. Okay, look at that glow. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so check us out. Information will be below. And we'll holler. Until then, we're just adulting. Surviving adulthood.
Right. In the Bay. It's the difference between surviving adulthood and trying to survive it in the Bay. Like, it's way more intense. Like,
It is. I do agree.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm sleepy. So.
We're doing this. It's good.
And so, so especially since we're in the Bay, right? So, you have questions about anything.
I may answer. I may not answer.
I mean, not even just
Don't
that.
listen
We
to
may
me.
not have the answer. We may not just even have the answer. But reach out to us.
Yes.
You know, also, too, you know, we can be doing this in other places around the Bay. Maybe you want to come and attend. Let us know.
Right.
We'll do something.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, come on.
That's what I'm saying. We're opening everything up. It's collaborative.
That's a good
So that's why I
idea.
said make sure you guys check out the blog because everything is collaborative.
Yeah, she got it all
Listen.
on the blog.
Yes.
I wish I could insert it right here, but we're not getting that technical.
No.
Y'all gonna get what you get.
I'm
nice,
not-
clean, and cut.
We might. Good.
I mean, we might.
But not on this video.
No.
That's
video
for sure.
5.
Soon.
But yeah.
Coming soon.
Video
Yes.
10. Okay, bye.
Bye.